What's up guys, today's video is on the top 3 best pocket cameras in 2025. Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that'll meet the needs of different types of buyers, so whether it's price, performance or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below which are updated for the best prices. Now let's get started. Number 3, FujiFilm X100V. The perfect pocket camera for the smartphone age, the X100V is a great street photography sidekick that takes the series to new heights. Its tilting screen brings some welcome versatility, while the new sensor, autofocus system and viewfinder make it a fun, engaging travel camera. The X100V is the best premium pocket you can buy. The FujiFilm X100V continues, with a few significant new twists. The X100V brings a new tilting touchscreen and a redesigned lens. Inside, there are big changes too, with a new 26.1MP APS-C X-Trans CMOS sensor, improved autofocus system and the ability to shoot 4K 30p video. The X100V looks just as good in the hand as it does in pictures. It's expensive, but feels very premium. The X100V's two biggest shooting improvements over its X100F predecessor are its redesigned 23mm f2 lens and snappier autofocus, which comes courtesy of the new X processor 4. The X100V has Fujifilm's latest 26.1MP X-Trans for APS-C sensor, which is the same as the one in the X Pro 3 and X T4, and it produces similarly excellent results. The Fujifilm X100V is the best pocket camera of its kind and a brilliant street photography sidekick. Number 2, Lumix ZS 100, TZ100. The Lumix ZS 100 is a big step forward for Panasonic's travel cameras and brings an interesting new proposition into the 1-inch sensor market, a pocket-sized camera with a 10x zoom range. For many, this might be the perfect pocket. A 1-inch sensor immediately raises the ZS 100 above the level of many other rival pocket cameras. It's the same sensor as is found in Panasonic's top-end bridge camera, the very successful Lumix FZ1000. In the ZS 100, it is combined with a new Venus engine processor and a Leica DC Vario Elmarit 25 to 250mm f2.8-5.9 zoom lens. There's also Panasonic's Power OIS stabilization system for stills photography and 5-axis hybrid OIS stabilization for video. Lumix cameras have always delivered the goods when it comes to AF speed, and the ZS 100 TZ100 is no different. In good light, you can expect the camera to lock on quickly with almost no delay. As the ZS 100 uses the same sensor as the FZ1000, we had high hopes that image quality would be good. Happily, those hopes have been borne out both by results from our labs and real-world images. Panasonic takes aim squarely at the pocket-friendly 1-inch sensor compact camera market with the ZS 100 TZ100, upping the stakes with a 10x optical zoom, something which other manufacturers haven't yet produced. Number 1, Sony A7 IV. The Sony A7 IV is the best hybrid mirrorless camera you can buy right now. A truly modern all-rounder that largely justifies its price tag, it packs class-leading autofocus, impressive image quality and powerful video features into one versatile body. Dedicated street or sports photographers should look elsewhere, and it isn't the fastest shooter in its class. But for everyone else, the A7 IV is a rock-solid all-rounder with few glaring weaknesses. It might be the only camera you ever need. The Sony A7 IV is the best mirrorless all-rounder you can buy right now. It isn't as powerful as the Sony A1, as fast as the Canon EOS R6, or as affordable as the Fujifilm X-T4, but it does offer a brilliant blend of photographic power and video versatility. By effectively combining two cameras in one, it's the best example so far of the hybrid convenience that modern mirrorless cameras can offer. The Sony A7 IV might look like a clone of its predecessor, but there are quite a few subtle upgrades that collectively make it a much more enjoyable camera to use. On the top you'll find an improved electronic viewfinder, EVF, with a 3.69 million dot resolution and 120 frames per second refresh rate. While this is now fairly standard at this price, you'll find an almost identical viewfinder on the Canon EOS R6. It is a much-needed upgrade and performs particularly well when you're trying to track moving subjects. The Sony A7 IV isn't quite the game-changer that its predecessor was for full-frame mirrorless cameras, but its upgrades bring it close to the Canon EOS R6, which means it's a fine choice for everyone from wildlife shooters to wedding photographers. As we discovered in the features section above, the Sony A7 IV isn't a true speed demon when it comes to burst shooting. Sony's decision to boost its resolution to 33 MP has effectively cancelled out any power gains of its new processor, which means it offers the same 10 frames per second top speed as the A7 III. That extra resolution is handy for those who like to regularly crop into their photos, but in general the A7 IV's improvements are geared more towards versatility rather than absolute image quality. Thanks for watching. Like the video and don't forget to subscribe.